Hey everybody, welcome to etrailer.com. I'm Bobby, and today we're taking a look at the etrailer Kayak carrier on our 2014 Toyota Prius V. Now this would be a great way of getting those kayaks up on top of your vehicle and to your destination. Now we have a lot of great features with this guy, and for what its entry point is, you're still getting a lot of great features that you are going to get from some of those higher end kayak carriers. So if you're looking a way of getting a nice stable platform of getting your kayak onto your car with you, this is going to be a great option. Let's go ahead and take a look. You can kind of see we have this set just a little bit forward today. Now we did do this with our Yakima JetStream here. However, I might move these back just a tad bit if I were actually to get my kayak up in here. You can kind of see it's a little front weighted. Definitely want to get this a little bit back. However, with our ample tie downs, we are going to make sure this is nice and safe and secure for us. As you can see, taking a look, we can see that we do have some nice strappage here. What's great about this, these are included with this kit. And especially for that entry model you're getting, this is going to be a great option. So you can see this is actually going to be looped around our J style here and actually securing our kayak to our cradles. Now what's great about these as well, as you can see, we do have a lot of extra strappage. So if you're having those bigger kayaks, you know you're going to be able to fit it. You can see this cover here too, going to be doing a really good job of getting fit around like that, like so. So that way we're not having any metal contact on our kayaks or anything. It's also going to help prevent any kind of weather deterioration on that cam buckle itself. And at the top here, these kind of just like little nylon holders. You can see doing a good job, much like a ponytail holder would, of actually holding in that extra strap. So this isn't wailing around, causing problems, falling out, getting all everywhere. So I really do like how that's just integrated into the strap. It's one less thing we have to worry about. Now with 150-pound capacity too, you are going to get most of your kayaks up on here. Just be sure that we're not exceeding your roof rack weight capacity, nor our vehicle's roof capacity. So make sure we're consulting those annual owner's manuals before we get it up on there. Now these also do come with bow and stern anchors, and why that's great, as you can see, we are going to be getting nice contact points on our bow and our stern. Now why that's important, we don't want a lot of that play as we go down the road. We don't want it tilting. A, it's already going to make it a nice smooth ride when it's nice and secure, but B, we don't want it working itself off the cradle, so that's going to come in very handy. Now a couple of things with this too, as you can see, if I can find the little door latch here, like so. We actually do have commonly referred to as a dog bone holder here. Now this is our anchor point. As you can see, it's nice and padded. What's great about this, a lot of times with these kayak carriers, you get those simple just kind of S hooks that are actually going to be holding in there. However, what's great about these is we can just actually set it right inside here somewhere. If you wanted to, you could even tuck it right up under here. Anywhere where you're getting nice, good contact, where it's not getting too hot, it's going to make it really easy to go ahead and just shut that door like so, and then all of a sudden we're getting contact. So it's very easy to kind of hook it underneath that frame, and that way we don't have to worry about that S hook coming undone. It makes it way easier just to plop that in and get us going on the road. Now that we have our straps off, first thing you want to do, make sure those cam buckles are kind of laid just down onto the side here. Now when you pop this off, we don't be too willy-nilly with it. Otherwise, these metal hooks can come down and start damaging our roof. However, again, that cover coming in very nicely. It is a little bit padded, so if we do run into any issues, hopefully our cover is going to be doing a good job of protecting our vehicle. And then all we want to do is come set to the middle here. I like going ahead, just kind of rotating it towards myself, getting that top one. As you can see, you can really utilize these hooks to really get the weight kind of off the back end, really coming towards you. And just like so, getting two hands on it, lifting from the bottom, and we can walk it right off like so. So now that we have the kayak off, I just wanted to give you guys a quick look of how we had that strappage actually set through it. So first things first, we want to find our side with the cam buckle. I like to take it just right through the center and over the top, because that's where I know that we want to lay it against the kayak. Then I'm going to take my extra strappage, make sure I'm pulling out just enough. You can imagine that we want to fit the kayak right inside here. That way any of our strap pressure is pushing this against our cradle like so. And that way, once we get our kayak up here, we can take out that extra slack. As you see, it's going to bind that down, and then we can run this right through our cam buckle and start cinching down as you guys saw on our kayak. So making it a nice and simple way of actually securing our kayak to our cradle itself. So the cradles themselves have a lot of great features as well, as we mentioned. Taking a look, you can see you already saw that we have this nice little hook on the end here. Again, that can be a great way of getting a lot of our weight just set onto this end, whether we want to load on or take it off. Makes it nice to actually use this side. And see, very, very sturdy as well. Not going to be doing any kind of movement on you. And as you can see too, we do have these foam blockers here. And these are, again, just doing a good job of preventing any kind of damage to our kayak. So it's going to be sitting nicely on either of our bars, not having any contact with that aluminum, so we won't have any kind of scratching or dings as well. Take a look at the top. You can see it is just aluminum, as we mentioned. Pretty solid, sturdy stuff, so our strap ain't going to be doing too much to it. Now, you might see on some of the other styles that you do have a little hook up top. I really do miss it on this guy. However, as you saw, once we actually get that strap appropriately tightened, we won't have too much issue at all. Taking a look at the bottom end too, you can see we do have an adjustable wheel mouth here. So you see these guys are just going to pop undone. So this can be a really easy way to actually collapse this down. Now, why that might be important, taking a look here, as you can see, we have it in our standard J-style position. We are going to have a little bit of length added to the height of our vehicle here. Taking a look from the crossbar itself to the top, looks to be about 16 3/4 inches to the very top of there. Maybe give you guys a better look on this end. As you can see, 16 3/4 right to the top there. Now that can be definitely a little lengthy, especially if maybe we want to pull through the drive-through or something. So if we don't have our kayaks up there, we can actually go ahead. Well, before I get too ahead of myself, let's look at to the roof as well. And without the roof rack, it looks to be about 22 inches to the very top there. So definitely a little bit of length added at the top. However, as we've shown with these teeth mounts, we can actually go ahead, bring them down, get them nice and set like so. And then we've actually gone ahead and reduced a lot of that space, as you can see. So going from the top of our crossbar here to our new position puts us right at 4 5/8 from the top of our roof bar. And from our roof, getting a rough estimate here of 9 inches, 9 1/4 to the very top, as this point will actually be our most tall point on this configuration. Now, keep in mind, it is extremely easy to do, so I really do like how we can actually reduce that length. So, very nice. We're going to pull through. We don't always have to take these guys off. Now, the installation of this guy is very simple, though, so if we wanted to remove this, it definitely wouldn't be a big deal at all. As you can see in the bottom here, we do just have this hinging flange. As you can see, all we have to do is tighten these wing nuts down. So I'll go ahead and loosen this guy to see how we actually get this mounted. You can see we have a little washer set here too, and this flange just comes slinging right out. So if I wanted to, already I'm ready to remove it. Extremely easy to put it back on. As you can see, getting that set like this. The hardest part, probably just holding all of your washers and that wing nut in your hand. But luckily we'll be doing this hopefully in the warmth of our garage, as opposed to on the trail with us. So you can see, really, really easy to get that tightened back. And just taking a look at the top here too, I would have mentioned we do have this nice little kind of rubber pad at the top here. You can see it's actually a little springy. Now why that's great, we want to make sure that any kind of shock that we're getting is actually going to be going into our cradle. We don't want that popping up on the straps, really loosening those down. So then we can make that, that nice ride, kind of help reduce any kind of that motion that we're going to get on our kayak is really going to help in the long run. So I do like how we do get a little bit of shock absorption just as we're going down the road on our kayak, so we're not having any issues with that popping off. So if you're looking away at starting to get your kayaks on the road with you, this can be a great option. Now, you aren't, paying for that high-end premium option. However, you are still getting a lot of the bells and whistles that you would with some of those premium kayak carriers. The straps that are included, you can't really beat them. I love how much of those cam buckles are actually protected by that pad, which is going to hold up not only to the weather, but hopefully prevent any kind of damage to our kayak and to our car, especially when we're fiddling around. It starts being, wet and cold. Those cam buckles really just start flying around when we get them undone, so it's nice that we have that little protection. As well as the installation is very, very simple. As you can see, the lightweight aluminum going to be doing a good job, going to be weather resistant, not going to have any issues with that at all. Well, I think that about does it for our look at the eTrailer Kayak Carrier on our 2014 Toyota Prius V. I'm Bobby. Thank you for watching.